If you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. We have battle reports, list videos, and other Warhammer 40K content every week. Thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by. We were going to have the Infernus Squad deep dive. The baby was up early, changed plans a little bit. Instead, for Flamestorm Friday, we'll have more of a fun what-if video. For this one, it's going to be what if the Salamanders Primarch Vulkan returns next. With all the Primarchs returning, it seems a when, not an if, Vulkan returns. As they say, Vulkan lives. I have absolutely no information on if or when he is coming back. This is entirely all my own thoughts and wish list for Vulkan. That being said, there is no reason for us not to give some thought to the Salamanders Primarch. Once again, this is just for fun. Feel free to throw your own ideas down in the comments. The idea for my Vulkan is for him being a buffing unit for the Salamanders. Really hard to kill, yet slow with not as much damage threat as the other Primarchs. He will cost a fair amount of points in the low 400s, maybe between 425 and 440. I don't want to make him so overpowered that it makes this video unrealistic. Remember, this is for fun, not a set in stone unit we have on the way. We could give him some sort of comeback to life mechanic. I feel Bobby G and Angron already have that covered. Even though Vulkan coming back to life would be more lore accurate, let's focus on ways to make him very hard to kill with some great buffing potential. He will still be able to deal some good damage, but it will not be the focus of my Vulkan. The problem is we have to balance Vulkan himself around being able to come back to life. A weak Vulkan or a 700 points Vulkan is the problem with a resurrection mechanic. Let's take a look at my Salamanders Primarch Vulkan. This will be aimed at 10th edition 40k. He does have a slow movement of 6, a toughness of 12, 2-up save with a 4-up invulnerable, 12 wounds, 5 leadership, and an OC of 4. One ranged option, the Furnace Heart, 24-inch range, 2 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 10, AP 4, damage D6, with pistol and Melta 4. This will be a buffed up Melta pistol. For his melee weapons, I didn't want to make him a big melee threat, but I still wanted him to have a little bit of melee power. His melee weapon is Cool. He does have a strike and a sweep profile. His strike profile is only 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 16, AP 4, damage 6. This will be anti-vehicle and monster 2+. His sweep profile is 8 attacks, hitting on 2s, strength 10, AP 2, damage 3, and anti-infantry 3+. Just to show that he is a master crafter, one of the best crafters in the Imperium, so he would be able to make a weapon that could bash out vehicles and infantry quite easily. The drawback with him would be the low amount of attacks. His keywords: monster, character, epic hero, Imperium, and Primarch Vulkan. His abilities: he would have Deep Strike. That's just to show how he would maybe put a teleporter in his hammer. A 4+ Feel No Pain, just to make him really tanky and hard to kill. The Promethean Creed, Salamander's Bodyguard, and the Draken Scale. Now let's take a closer look at his abilities. He does have Deep Strike. I wanted him to have Deep Strike since he does have that slow 6-inch movement. We could take that off or keep it. I think Deep Strike would be nice with him. You'd be able to screen him out. It wouldn't be too broken with him. Just a way to get him up the table a little bit faster, but once he's there, he's pretty much staying there. A 4+ Feel No Pain to keep him alive and to make him a little bit more accurate and being hard to kill. The Promethean Creed: at the start of the battle round, pick one of the 3 Promethean Creed abilities. That ability is active until the next battle round. Salamander's Bodyguard: while this model is within 3 inches of one or more friendly Adeptus Astartes infantry units, this model has the lone operative ability. Draken Scale: each time an attack is allocated to this model, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of that attack. If that weapon is Torrent or Melta, damage is reduced to 1. All of these abilities are just to make him a hard to kill tanky unit. He will be slow, he will be hard to kill, he's not going to hit as hard as the other Primarchs, but hopefully with these Promethean Creed abilities, he will be able to survive and hand out some good buffs to his army. What about these Promethean Creed abilities? He can pick one of these abilities, and that will last into the start of the next battle round, or he can select one of these 3 again. The first one, through Fire and Flame, Adeptus Astartes units within 9 inches of Vulkan gain a 4+ invulnerable save. Vulkan himself gains a 3+ invulnerable save. I want it to be a little bit bigger than that normal 6 inches, just to show off how Vulkan loves giving his hugs. The next one, Wrath of the Salamanders, Adeptus Astartes units within 9 inches, torrent weapons can reroll the amount of shots and the wound roll. The last one, Perpetual Embrace, I think that's a great name for a Vulkan ability. He loves giving his hugs. Why not a perpetual hug? Adeptus Astartes units within 9 inches have the 5+ Feel No Pain ability, while Vulkan gains the 3+ Feel No Pain ability. As you can see, this Vulkan does meet my theme of a very hard to kill Primarch that can buff his sons. He still has some damage potential. He can pick up a vehicle or smaller infantry unit. He won't be tanking an entire army of damage, only to go out and nuke half the opponent's army off the board. He'll tank some damage, but he won't be able to dish out a lot of damage. He will be expensive with all these buffs, there's no denying that. I don't think my Vulkan is broken good, nor do I want him to be. I know I've said this enough. Still, throw it down in the comments of what you think of the Hubtown Hammer Salamanders Primarch Vulkan. I did not add a CP generation ability. I'm going to hold out hope that GW does release a new Vulkan Histan Forgefather that has a CP generation ability. Even better would be if we got a second new model along with a new Forgefather. Chapter Master Tushan. Give him the CP generation ability like Azrael the Dark Angel's Chapter Master. Give him an awesome model with a CP generation ability and I'll be a happy Salamander. Let's finish this wacky video with some final thoughts. I had a lot of fun making this video. I wanted my Vulkan to be at least some lore accurate with him being a big hard to kill Primarch. He may cost a lot, but I want a strong Primarch instead of a probably overcosted Shelf Protector. I'm looking at you, New Angron. That looks to be your new role, the Shelf Protector. Throw it down in the comments what you think of the channel's wish list for Vulkan. Remember, this is for fun. Have fun with it. Throw out some wacky ideas if you want to. Have some fun. Subscribe for weekly battle reports, list videos, and other Warhammer 40K content. And like always, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by.